Hey guys, my name is Amanda, and the other day I filmed my very first YouTube video for you guys. It was just kind of a chatty get ready with me, get to know me type video since it was my first one. So I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm still actively working on making content for you guys, and I hope to be posting about one video, 2 videos a week. So stay tuned. I have a lot of product reviews, I have a lot of lifestyle stuff reviews, I just have so much to share with you guys, and parenting and marriage, and we just got our wedding pictures back, so I'm going to tell you about our beautiful wedding in San Francisco, and the pictures are stunning, and I'm also going to do a tutorial on how I got my hair like this. I'm also just going to kind of show you guys what I have. I have tons of makeup to review and share, and I look forward to any suggestions. Let me know if there's anything that you guys specifically want to see. All of my social media sites are down below in the bar, so please follow me on Snapchat and Instagram and Twitter and whatever else. So I hope to hear from you guys soon. I look forward to making more videos for you. So I started off with my face, just moisturized with the CeraVe in the tub. I'm going to start my face makeup first. I'm going to start with the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation in the shade, well, it's not on there anymore, but it's 3 Gobi, light 3 Gobi, I think. And I just put some on my hand. I'm putting on my hand a lot more than you probably need, because with this foundation a little bit does go a really, really long way. And I'm going to start by dampening my beauty blender. That is what I use for all of my makeup all the time. I brought a bowl of water into my office with me since there's no sink up here. So now I have my damp and very dirty beauty blender, which I have to clean. Also, my favorite thing to clean the beauty blender with is the Zote soap. And you can find it. It's less than $1 at Walmart, and it works way better than anything I've ever tried. I had the Beauty Blender cleaner. I've tried the Dr. Bronner stuff, but I felt like that never quite came out. I've tried sanitizing it in the microwave, and the Zote cleaner works better, the pink one, than anything I've ever seen. You can find it at Walmart, Target, maybe even the dollar store, just in the laundry section. It is a laundry soap, and it smells really good too. I just dotted my foundation all over my face, and next I'm going to bring in a NARS Creamy Concealer in the shade Custard. I use this under my eyes and on my darker problem areas. This is just what I do with my makeup every day, every morning, especially when I'm running out the door. I have a 2-year-old baby named Emery, and I have been married for 3 weeks today, so my mornings are usually very busy getting everybody else ready, so I don't normally have time for myself. I like to pick up the excess from my hand and just start blending. I've been using this NARS Luminous I've been using the NARS Creamy Concealer for quite a few months, and I love it. I totally understand the hype of why everyone is so obsessed with it. I've been using a beauty blender since they came out, and I've been using this NARS All Day Luminous for the past, I would say, probably 3 months, 4 months maybe. And I really like it. I was struggling before. I was using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation, and I just couldn't find a shade that was really working for me. And then I was using the Bobbi Brown All Day Coverage, or I forget what it's called. It has the pump on the top. It's in the kind of frosted bottle. and it was just kind of too heavy and too matte for me. I was looking for something more luminous because I like to be glowy, but my skin can also get kind of oily at times, especially here in Arizona when it gets really warm. And recently I traveled from Arizona to San Francisco to get married, and my skin flipped out. It had no idea what it was doing. It was so mad at me because it went from so warm and hot and dry here to cold and damp in San Francisco. We went there to get married 3 weeks ago today. Today is my 3-week wedding anniversary with my husband Ben. We've been together almost 5 years now. Let me see. Okay, so next I usually use the Smashbox primer water to re-dampen my beauty blender for my powder, but I just ran out. Right now I'm just using regular water. It's actually Ben's for his hair. And I'm using the Laura Mercier translucent loose powder. Just a few quick sprays, just to get it damp, and then it doesn't get too powdery and too cakey. It kind of sets into the skin more. Well, I put it in the lid and I kind of tap off the excess so it's just one thinner layer on top of the beauty blender, and then I do my under eyes first. I don't have an issue with my under eyes creasing, so I don't bake my under eyes. It really, every time I've tried, it's really dried me out. I have a friend who's a makeup artist who did my makeup for my wedding, and she did it, and it turned out great when she did it, but I just can't figure out how to do it on myself, much like contouring and fake lashes. I could put fake lashes on other people all day long, and I cannot put them on myself to save my life. So I just press the powder into the T-zone, all the areas that would normally get oily. I also do it on my eyelids. When I'm just getting ready for every day, I don't wear any sort of eyeshadow. I usually put some highlighter on my lids just to have a little something, but I normally don't have time for eyeshadow every morning. So it just works to just powder or to put foundation, concealer, and powder on my lids just so they don't look crazy. I usually save the eyeshadow and the winged liner and all that fun stuff for the weekends if Ben and I, in the event that we actually leave the house, which is not very often, but it happens. So next I take my Sigma large powder F20, and I use whatever's left in the cap just a little bit and kind of tap it off to powder the rest of my face. So I've wanted to do YouTube for a really, really long time, and I just haven't had the time or the space. But these past few months I have taken some time off of work so that I can focus on the wedding and get my blog and my YouTube channel off the ground. This is also the first time I've ever been on camera without makeup, aside from that Snapchat filter, so it's kind of making me extremely nervous, but this is our first go. Let's see how it is. Next, I bronze, which a lot of people don't do this every day, but I do. I've been doing it since high school. I'm not saying that everybody should. I also am extremely pale and I live in Arizona, so I look crazier if I'm not wearing bronzer. And I guess I use it to kind of contour a little bit. I use the Bobbi Brown bronzer brush, which I have been using for years. I used to work at Nordstrom with Bobbi Brown and with Chanel and MAC, and I bought all the set of the brushes from Bobbi Brown and I have never looked back. I've used them, it's been 6 years now, and I've never had to replace any of them. I'm so obsessed. I also recently got the like face set of Sigma brushes, and I like those as well, but I always find myself reaching for the Bobbi Brown. So I'm using the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil Light Medium Matte Bronzer, and I just do it like on my cheeks, the top of my forehead, a little bit under my chin, and then a little bit on my chin and my nose, just to kind of warm up my face a little bit, especially with my hair being this white. I can look pretty washed out at times. And I just want it to look really natural and like not too crazy. You guys get to see all the really funny faces that I make while I do my makeup. Ben laughs at me constantly. So Ben is originally from Lower Wisconsin, like right by the Illinois border. I grew up in an extremely small town right next to O'Hare Airport, and I lived in the city for a while while I was going to college, and I was working at Nordstrom, and I was a cashier in men's furnishings on Michigan Avenue, and that is where Ben and I met and fell in love. Next for blush, I'm using, it's from the MAC Marilyn Monroe collection. I have not found anything that I love as much, and it breaks my heart because I am almost out. I got a kind of mauvey blush from MAC to kind of match this one, but I still don't love it as much. So I'm just going to troll eBay and search for one. If anybody out there has one, I will pay you for it. I will take it off your hands. I'm obsessed with this blush. It's called the Perfect Cheek. And it was from the Marilyn Monroe collection. I believe it was in 2011 or 2012. I can't get enough. This blush is probably so expired, but I don't care. I can't use anything else. And I'm going to take that on my Bobbi Brown blush brush, which I also love the shape of this. It's like perfect for the apples of your cheeks. And I always smile at myself while I do my blush. Just get like a nice wash of color. See how it's like natural, but there's still like a little hint of something on my cheek. That's what I absolutely love about this blush. I'm feeling extra glowy today, so I don't use highlighter every single day, but I do use it probably more often than not, depending on how much time I have. I'm going to use the Becca Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop Pressed Compact. I'm so glad that they made this permanent because I was really sad thinking about how it was going to go away. So there's three main brushes that I normally use for highlighter. The other one is downstairs. It needs to be cleaned. This is the Sigma Large Angled Contour. It has like the white head. It's from the Extravaganza. And I also use the Real Techniques Contour Brush. I like the size and the shape of this one, but I like the lightness of this one a lot better. I feel like it gives a nice light wash of highlight. So let's try that. Just kind of pat off the excess. I bought the Becca Jaclyn Hill palette in the holiday set last year with the 3 highlighters. My pearl cracked like as soon as I got it, which is fine. I don't really use it that often. But then it has the Champagne Pop and Blushed Copper. pearl just fell all over me. So I first got it because I was going out with some girlfriends and I was really, really sick, like super bad sinus infection. But it was for my friend's birthday and I didn't want to miss it because she didn't miss my birthday. So on the way home from, I forgot, we were eating dinner or something, I made Ben stop at Sephora at the mall so I could run in and pick up some highlighters because I looked like death. I looked like walking zombie. So for the little highlights on my face, I do my Cupid's bow, the bridge of my nose, and my brow bone. And then also some washed on my eyelids just because it adds a little something when I don't want to wear eye makeup. So I'm using the Sigma Large Fluff, the E50. I think you can see that. And again, I'm going in just with the Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop. And I do it primarily like on my upper brow bone, my lid, and then the middle of my nose, the bridge of my nose, and my Cupid's bow. I'll start with my Cupid's bow. I love that this adds like a little plumpness to my lips. I desperately would like lip injections someday. I think I'm gonna ask for them for Christmas. And then the bridge of my nose. Not too crazy or else you look like the Tin Man. And then I do the eyelids. Right on my brow bone, which I need all the help I can get because I need to get my eyebrows done so bad. I have naturally very, very, very thick thick lashes and also thick eyebrows. So one false move, I don't want to screw them up. I love them so much. I got them from my mom and I'm so glad that I did. And I'm also very glad that big brows are back in style because it's so much easier for me than like the little tiny skinny ones that I used to have in the early 2000s. So next I'm going in with my ColourPop eye pencil. This is in the color Dope Taupe. I was using the Anastasia Brow Wiz in Taupe and I love it. It's a little expensive. So when ColourPop released this, I wanted to try it. It's only $5. And I figured why not. So I actually ordered 2 of them. This is my second one. And I still am kind of undecided. It's a little soft for my liking. And the tip breaks off if you try to press too hard, which is really frustrating because I feel like it wastes a lot of product. But all in all, I don't hate it. I feel like this is kind of warm for a taupe. I feel that taupe should be more gray than kind of reddish brown, and I miss that about the Anastasia Beverly Hills because I feel that the warmth of this taupe doesn't necessarily go too great with my hair. Since my eyebrows are so naturally thick, I really don't need much help. So I just go in and kind of fill in the little gaps and kind of clean up the front or the middle, whatever you want to call it. So I'm just using my little tiny makeup mirror to magnify so that I don't get like big crazy clown brows. So I'm thinking that my YouTube channel is going to be a lot about makeup and makeup reviews. Not so many makeup tutorials because I wouldn't consider myself the greatest at doing makeup and I don't normally wear a lot of makeup in the day-to-day. I will do some get ready with me videos as well as I'm going to test out some, especially with Halloween coming, I'm going to test out some videos of other people's like Desi Perkins and Graveyard Girl. I want to do some Halloween makeup tutorials and see how it goes. So next I am going, since my brows are filled in, I'm going to just use the spoolie to kind of comb them through. And then I'm almost done with my makeup, and it's been 21 minutes. Since my highlighter has kind of taken away some of the blush, I usually dab on just a little more to try to blend it all together. This is my hair straight out of the shower. So next I like to do my mascara. I'm not huge on fake lashes for every day, but I do believe in them very much for special occasions and on the weekends and just when I need something a little bit extra. So first I'm going to curl my lashes with just, this is from the Sephora collection. It's just the Eyebrow, the really basic pink eyelash curler. I don't know why I keep confusing lashes and brows. So since my lashes are naturally pretty long, they're usually pretty easy to curl, as I'm sure you can see the difference between the two. I am a big fan of multiple layers of mascara and just making my natural lashes look as lush as possible. I have been using the same mascara for the past probably 10 to 12 years. It's the Dior Show in black. So as far as first videos go, yesterday I probably filmed for 2 hours and I just couldn't figure out how I wanted to talk straight into the camera. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to say. I was really struggling, so I figured I might as well just do something with my hands and with my makeup for the first video so that you can also get to know me while I do my like basic face. And I had to get ready this morning because I'm having lunch with a friend, so I just decided to film it. So next I'm going to take the Dior Show mascara that I have been using forever. I remember seeing it for the first time in InStyle when I was about 15 or 16, and I haven't turned back since. I feel like this is a very good base mascara. I'm really big on layering my mascaras one on top of the other to get like the maximum lash effect. So this I always start with every day. Smells like roses. So that is my natural lashes after one coat of Dior Show. Let's do the other eye. My lashes don't hold a curl very well, but if I put enough mascara on them, they will. I know this is an unpopular opinion, but I do not like mascara on my lower lashes. I don't do anything on my bottom lashes, even when I'm wearing a lot of makeup to go out. One of my closest friends, who is also a makeup artist, used to get so mad at me because I normally wear some pretty big glasses, and she would say, "Why aren't you wearing anything on your bottom lashes? That's all anyone can see." And she used to make me put mascara on my bottom lashes every time I went and saw her. So the next layer that I'm going to do on my lashes is by Duce Cosmetics. I got this in a BoxyCharm, which I will be doing an unboxing of my October BoxyCharm later this month. It usually comes around the 17th or 18th. This is the Punk Volumizer Mascara in black. I'm almost out of this mascara. I love it so much. The brush is huge, as you can see, and I just really like the formula. The formula is amazing. So I just kind of blink it onto my lashes because that's what works for me. I did wiggle the first layer of Dior Show kind of down to the base of my lashes to kind of give them that thickened look at the base because I'm not wearing eyeliner. One thing about this mascara is because the brush is so large and thick, it's a little bit hard to control, but I just kind of layer it. I like the clumpy but not too clumpy mascara look. As you can see, I spend the most time on my eyelashes. Okay. I think that's good. So next I am going to just throw some liquid lipstick on my lips. I'm going out to lunch with a girlfriend, so I don't want to do anything too crazy since it will probably be gone after I eat anyway. So today I decided I'm going to go in with Lime Crime Velveteen in Riot. These have to be hands down my favorite formula of any liquid lipstick. It goes on very thin and very smooth. They're not too drying. They're a little bit drying, but every liquid lipstick is. First I do the inside of my lips, and then I work on the Cupid's bow, and then I do the bottom. There's one side, and there's the other side. One thing about these liquid lipsticks are they don't dry immediately, so if you do screw up like I did on this side, it is fairly easy just to wipe it off with your finger or a Q-tip, and you don't have to mess up all of your foundation and concealer around your mouth. Now I'm going to go in and do the bottom. Today I am also going to go in, I'm feeling glossy, so I'm going to go in with Tarte, the Lip Glossy Paint in Double Tap and Obvi. I'm going to go in with Double Tap first and see how it looks. So there you have that. That is Lime Crime Riot and Tarte Glossy Paint in Obvi. Oh no, let's Double Tap. I think I'm just going to keep Double Tap on there for now. I don't think I'm going to do the Obvi too. I think this is enough. So finally, to finish up my makeup, I have recently, very unfortunately, become obsessed with the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. As you can see, if it weren't for this highlight, this foundation is pretty matte. I like to be really glowy. I always tell Ben I want to look like I'm glowing from within, and this does just that. It is on the pricey side. I didn't want to buy it. I actually bought it to try out on my wedding day, and then I fell in love with it so much that I didn't want to return it. But it's worth its weight in gold. It really does work. It's like a light, refreshing skin mist that kind of just leaves a sheen instead of making me look oily. The first time I tried it, I did use way too much, and I got really shiny, especially in my T-zone, and I just looked kind of crazy. So what I did was I went in with my powder brush and just kind of brushed it on my T-zone. I didn't put any powder on it, I just used what was already on there, and I just kind of went through the space that looked like it didn't need any luminosity to it. So I love this stuff, and a little bit goes a long way. Just a warning, if you do have hair in your face, it will make your hair kind of piecey, which I don't mind. And then I just wait for this to dry.